Good morning, Active Aussie here, Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. I'm just sitting in the car. I'm at Mount Gravatt Plaza. Just been to the cafe, had a nutritious breakfast, a bit of Mediterranean cuisine. I don't usually make a video in the car, but I'm out and about. Got to do a few things this morning and early this afternoon, so I just thought that while I'm here, I'd make a video. Some of you guys might have seen that community post I put up last night, and just before I did that, I was watching a video by a young Vietnamese Australian guy in Tasmania, and he was talking about how he's a Christian, by the way. He was talking about how he is scared of death, but how he also does not want to live forever. And he mentioned how that some people within you could say the black pill community or possibly the red pill community consider his religious belief to be a type of cope. And it got me thinking about what is really a cope and who is really coping in our society nowadays. And like I talked about in the post I put up, there are people who think that MGTOW is a type of cope, and you'll hear MGTOWs being referred to as MSTOW, MSTOWs, if you want to call it that. And maybe there are some guys within the MGTOW, the so-called MGTOW community, who have been sent their own way, but big deal. I just think that there are many people within our community, our society, who are coping very hard, and that includes a lot of normies, and probably some of the biggest types of copers of all are the PUA type men. And I really think these types of so-called men need to grow up. Imagine you're a guy in your mid-30s or maybe your early 40s, and you are still buying expensive cars, and often some of these guys are going into debt just to attract girls, just for basically just a bit of sex. And that's got to be one of the biggest copes of all. And I'd also say that the majority of normies are also coping. Most of us are coping in some sort of way. We might have certain family problems, financial problems, health problems. So the majority of people in society are actually coping one way or another, and they have to use certain types of coping mechanisms, so to speak. But it's quite strange and a bit ironic how certain types of people will accuse other people of being copers when those people are coping themselves. So there is a bit of irony in regard to that. So I feel that because many people don't know what the meaning of life is or what their meaning of life is, they are trying to cope in many different sort of ways. So I think, at least in regard to MGTOW, it actually can improve a lot of men's lives, and we are not harming anybody. Basically, a lot of MGTOW are just living a minimalist type of lifestyle. We're keeping to ourselves, and it's a fairly elegant and simple type of thing. So we have to be wary about when different people are accusing other people of coping, because once again, I just feel that most people are coping one way or another. I suppose for some people who were lucky enough to be born with good looks or born into wealth, their life is obviously a lot easier, but maybe even some of them have to cope in certain ways as well. So a bit of a deep and meaningful video here, but I just wanted to throw out a few ideas. This tree in front of me is quite interesting. It's called a Melaleuca paperbark, and they have really soft, spongy bark. So when you press into them, it's a very spongy and pliable sort of feeling. But quite a beautiful tree. Heaps of them around the Brisbane Gold Coast area. I've always liked them. Anyway, guys, that's about all for now. And I'm going to go fishing tomorrow, probably. I've got a free day and it's not high tide until 1:30 p.m. So I've got more time to get down to the coast and do a bit of fishing. So look out for that one, and I'll talk to you again soon.